Edwards Virginia Smokehouse presents the Cured Meat Podcast. Today's question is, does the structure of a smokehouse matter when smoking meat?
Yes. What we like in a smokehouse, especially for sausage and bacon and some of our quick cured products, is a pit type smokehouse where while we're smoking the meat at temperatures that are warm enough to let the meat render a little bit, so that grease drips down on the heat source, which is a stainless steel heat extension unit underneath a grate in this pit, that as that grease hits the heat source, it permeates that's an additional smoke. Besides the hickory, you're getting that grilling effect, which in my opinion gives us a really unique flavor profile because we're still using that style of smokehouse. We use and have used more modern smokehouses like an Alcar or the name escapes me with other brands, but Koch. They get the job done as far as color and dryness, what you're trying to do and getting the temperature up. And they're probably more consistent. The air conditioned smokehouses are definitely more consistent in temperature ranges from front to back. But because we don't hot smoke that much stuff, it doesn't really affect. Our temperature ranges are 1 to 2 degrees from front to back, side to side. Whereas those air conditioned smokehouses, whatever the temperature is in the front, it's going to be the same in the back. They're constantly swirling that the air around, which in turn gets the color on the meat faster. But in my opinion, the way we're doing it, the smoke, it takes longer, but the smoke permeates the meat deeper and you get that grilling effect at the same time. So yes, it does. Now, if you go into the wooden style, old style smokehouses, people used to, it was critical. The most important thing was that your smokehouse was airtight. Well, not airtight, but insect tight, or rodent protected. So they made structures that were typically very sturdy, and made it even had like brick coming up maybe 2 or 3 feet from the ground, so animals couldn't get in as easy, and the studs were closer together, so that the wood siding that they put on it was nice and tight and sturdy, and it kept the insects out. And also bad people used to break into smokehouses, and if you put the studs too close together, they might be able to reach in, but they can't get the ham out because the studs are too close. They would put the bellies up high because clearly you could sneak a belly through the smokehouse, but they put the bellies up high so you couldn't reach them. It was up in the apex of the smokehouse. Keep the hams down low, so if somebody reached in to grab a ham, they couldn't get it out. And having it that airtight, and I say airtight, insect proof, in the modern era, once they invented screens up in the eaves, they would put the screen in the eaves to keep the insects out, but it still allowed a draft from the bottom. So where they put that brick foundation in, they had holes in the side, so it would draw that smoke where the fire was. And again, it was a cool smoke, not a lot of heat, green hickory logs or green hardwood. Some people started using sawdust to help it dampen it down even some, to keep the flames low, but a lot of smoke, and would only smoke during the day to be able to tend that, let it die out at night. And then that smoke would go up and out of the eaves if they did it right. So yeah, it does make a difference. And if you didn't build one right, sure enough, you could then, time you do all this curing and hanging it and aging it, if you didn't have it insect proof, you were going to be disappointed when they're ready to consume.
I got nothing other to add on that one. I probably think that covers, it really, you got to look at the shape of the room. You got to look at airflow. You got to look at temperature. You got to look at humidity, and all of that is worked into the design. Probably not in the old days. It wasn't that quite scientific, but certainly moving in and perfecting the craft. It absolutely makes a difference all the way around.
Got a cured meat question? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.